Hey there, Ishbel here with a little Christmas gift of 12 minutes of yoga, kind of a riff on 12 days of Christmas. I'm doing my best here, but just enough time to get some stretch going. Christmas time is oftentimes a pretty hectic time for a lot of people. I know it's a hectic time for me. So to take a little time out here and there to take care of yourself and do your stretches is so important. I've been thinking about all of you so much lately, all of my clients. I am truly, truly so grateful for each one of you and feel really blessed that I get to spend my days with so many wonderful people who really make my days amazing. So there isn't one person that I don't enjoy seeing, and I really, really appreciate that. I consider myself really fortunate to be in the position that I am. So without further ado, we're going to have our 12 minutes of yoga. Hopefully I've got this camera set up so that you can see everything. But what I have here is a chair. For those of you who have knee issues or shoulder issues or back issues or whatever the case may be, hopefully we've worked enough on those things that you have an idea of what to do, what not to do. Good rule of thumb always is don't do anything that's painful, skip it. But I will give some suggestions for exercises to do in place of something that might bother you if, for instance, you've got some knee things going on or some shoulder issues going on, okay? So, first exercise, you're just going to start standing in Tadasana. You can close your eyes, feet about hip distance apart. I'm going to take some deep breaths in and out through the nose. And in yoga, there's a particular type of breath pattern called Ujjayi breathing. So you're breathing in and out through the nose, feeling that gentle contraction of your breath at the back of your throat. And then starting with your chin, you'll begin to roll down one vertebra at a time. You can bend your knees to help support your back if you need. And then you're going to roll back up again to the top. And each time you move through this, you're feeling for how your breath moves through the right and left sides of your rib cage, through the front and back sides of your rib cage. Really trying to take full advantage of all the space that you have available to you. And if you feel comfortable with it, you can always keep the legs straight as you roll down, and then try to roll right back up through the center as you come up. And we're going to take the arms up towards the ceiling. If the shoulders limit you here, it's fine to just go whatever level works for you. You don't have to go all the way up. And then hands to your heart. And then again, sweeping up. And exhaling, hands to your heart. And we'll inhale to go up. You're going to take one hand down the side of your legs, stretch your free arm over your body, and then restack your spine again, tall to the top. And we'll go in the other direction, stretching over to the side, and then restacking again to center. I'm going to bend the knees, bring the hands to the chair, and do a little cat-cow. So here with the knees bent, tail sticking out behind you, it should feel as if your legs are really supporting you here, so you're not trying to hold yourself up with your back. You're going to roll your spine up, really scooping in with your abs, and then unwinding through your spine as you extend out from there. And then rock your tailbone underneath, one vertebra at a time as you roll yourself up. And then start with your tailbone and slowly unravel back out. Noticing if there are any tight spots in your spine. Try to engage your abs to help facilitate more movement there. But again, stay connected with your breath. That'll always make a big difference. And then from there, we're going to step out into plank. And we're going to flex through the feet, so you're drawing your heels down towards the floor. and then you're gonna point through your feet. It's going back and forth. Okay, if bearing weight on your shoulders is not an option, you can come into a squat and do some balance here of lifting the heels up and then lowering the heels down. Okay. When you're holding this plank, it's important to engage your abs. So feel especially some compression right around your waistband where your last ribs are. And then depending on how challenging you want to make this workout, you could lift a leg up behind you, okay, but that's certainly not required. We're going to transition, in this case, the right foot forward into a lunge. You're pushing back through your left heel, although it may or may not hit the ground, it doesn't matter. Hands can stay on the chair, or if you want to work some balance, you can bring your hands to your heart, arms up towards the ceiling. Draw your abs in to help tip your tail down. That'll help to increase the stretch through the front of the left hip. And then we return the hands down and step back. And then again, for a little extra challenge, you can lift the left leg up. Sweep it to the outside of the chair. Hands can stay on the chair or come up. If you do take your hands off the chair, keep your eyes focused to help you with your balance. Arms again can go up towards the ceiling. If you come into this and you feel your low back is feeling uncomfortable, limit your range a little bit. Don't step your foot so far back. And keep this knee bent. That'll help to take some of the curve out of the low back. And then you're coming back to your plank. Or if you're somebody who can't support on the shoulders right now, just come back to a squat. And then from there, we're going into a supported down dog. So you're going to send your hips back over your heels and drop your chest down between your arms. Okay? If you are not supporting on your shoulders, just come into a forward fold. Or you can gently rest your hands on the chair. And then we're walking the feet forward. And then squat into the legs. Circle, sweep the arms up. Press your hips forward, take your tailbone down, and lift up through your spine. Sweep the arms around, and if possible, interlace your fingers and dip down. You can rest your forehead to the chair, just super relaxing, or you can also hang down further than that. If you are resting your head on the chair, be sure not to crunch your neck. Keep a little sense of buoyancy there. And then we're going to return the hands to the chair and either step back to plank or into your squat if you're leaving your shoulders alone. We're going to again take the right foot to the outside of the chair, or a little bit more advanced, take your foot up onto the top of the chair. That'll increase your stretch if you want it. You can still be here on the side if need be. And then from there, we're going to transition, pivoting your foot, taking your legs straight, and stretching up and over towards your right leg. If you were in more of a low lunge position, you would bring your right foot to the center of the chair, and then bring your hand to the chair as you stretch over. Both are good options, just depends on what feels better to your body. This is both a hamstring stretch, but also an inner thigh stretch. And then you're going to come back up. Transitioning back to the chair, however feels comfortable for you. And then stepping into a squat or a supported down dog. And then bringing the left foot forward, either to the side of the chair or the top of the chair. And then pivoting, heel on or foot on the floor. Again, either one works. And you're stretching over. Again, if your left foot was underneath the chair, hand could come onto the chair to help support. And we're going to pivot back down again, hands onto the chair, and step back, down dog. Going to come forward, drop the hips, lift the heart. And if you're avoiding your shoulders, standing back bend, tailbone sliding down, heart lifted. And then from there, we're all going to meet up in a forward fold. Resting again, either your forehead against the chair or completely hanging down. Supported by your knees, roll yourself up to the top. I'm going to take a seat on the chair, cross one ankle over opposite thigh, and tip the torso forward. I'm going to rearrange myself so that you can see where I'm at here. This is a great stretch for your glutes as well as for your hip. And we'll do the other side. This is one of my go-to stretches for back pain. It's great for knees. It's really great if you've spent a bunch of time in an airplane. And then you are actually going to redistribute yourself so that you're no longer sitting forward, you're sitting to the side, and the back of the chair is here. It's cut off a little bit in my video. Here we go. All right, so you're going to do a twist. You're doing a push-pull action with your hands to help rotate your spine around. You go around and then release it a bit. Using your breath to help you. The knees themselves don't have to stay in the same spot. They can move a little bit to help accommodate your spine going around. Oh, and I think my kitten is here to see us. Okay, and I'll do the other side. And again, going around and coming out of it a little bit. Again, using your breath to help you. And then we'll come back around to center. And as your Shavasana or your deep rest position, you can swing your legs over the top of the chair. Laying down on your back, arms long by your sides. And then just taking some deep breaths here, letting yourself rest, letting your legs get heavy into the chair. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the new year.